Show off, yeah. I just wanna show you off. Show off, yeah. I just wanna show you off. I just wanna show you off.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Cierra Nakel. If you are new here, welcome. If you are not, period. Today I'm going to be doing a advice segment on my channel. A lot of my Instagram followers have been asking me to do this. I'm sorry it took me so long to actually record the video because I did the poll a while ago, but I've just been a little busy. But here it is. Better late than never. So yes, let's get into the video. Before we get into the video, if you're not subscribed to my channel, what are you doing? Because what are you doing and what are you doing? Subscribe to my channel. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you comment on this video. Make sure you watch my last video. Make sure you comment and like my last video, because period, why not? And yeah, let's get right into the video. So like I said, I did a poll on Instagram and I had you guys ask me questions, or give me like situations or scenarios that you guys would like want advice on. So let's get into it. So okay, first question: what advice would you give an adolescent in this present day time? Advice I would give an adolescent in this present day or time is to save your money. I think that a lot of people told me that when I was younger, and it's something that I wish I had done, but I didn't really do, and I kind of like regret it, because I know if I picked up that habit then, I would be better off now, because it will already be a habit and I'll already be so used to it. So I would definitely say like saving your money. So many people as a kid like try to push on me like just save. Listen, I was making a lot of money, or even just money I was getting, like just save your money, and I never really did it for real to where it was like I have this habit of just saving money. So I would say save your money. That is the advice I would give, is to save your money. What's the biggest advice you've given yourself and currently acting on? Right now, where I am in life and in my journey, the biggest advice that I've been giving myself is to let go. My problem is I hold on to things. I hold on to just a lot of stuff, and I think that affects me as a person drastically. So the biggest advice and something that I'm like working and I'm actively acting on is letting go. Just letting go of the past, letting go of situations that hurt me, letting go of people that hurt me, just letting go. Y'all should try it. One, from your experience thus far, what's the biggest piece of advice you give to someone? The biggest piece of advice I would give is to love yourself. I think that's so important. I think that is something that humans skip over, or like kind of lack in a sense, is actually like loving yourself, like taking the time to love yourself and know yourself and build yourself up, and also just healing, being aware of trauma and being aware of things that have shaped you to be something that you're not, or someone that you're not, or that hurt you, or just make you change who you are. I think healing is really important, and I think a lot of people don't really look inward, and I think it's very hard to do most times, but I feel like that is like the biggest advice that I could give, is just to love yourself and to work on healing and growing as an individual. The benefits of it, it's hard, it's difficult, but the benefits of it is beautiful, because you just become so in tune with yourself, and you get to realize how much you changed, or how much you just get to realize a lot of things when you're healing and you are growing. and you get to see yourself differently, and you get to see like, did I change into a different person? Is this just who I am? You get to know yourself on a different type of level. So those are the two things that I would say is just healing and loving yourself. So yeah. Okay, so what to do when you're in a relationship but realize you're not over an ex? With this situation, I feel like instantly, as soon as you realize that, I feel like you should communicate it. Or I feel like if you don't feel like you're vocal enough, or you're not like bold enough to communicate it to that person, I feel like you should just kind of end it with that person and go figure it out. Because I feel like in that situation, I feel like the worst thing that you could do is still be with this person but trying to figure it out with the next person, because that gives the current person, that kind of fucks them up in the process of it. So I kind of feel like, you know, telling this person what it is, being open with this person. If you can't, just ending it, going and figure it out, and then coming back to that person if you feel like they still, you know, got the door open for you. But I definitely feel like, please do not be trying to do both at the same time, because that's just not fair to the current person or the ex. So immediately try to get yourself out the situation and be like, okay, I gotta go work this out. And if it's meant, we will be later down the line. But if it's not, it's just not. Starting a business, getting started, and motivating yourself. Advice I can give on starting a business, I'll just say, like, have a plan, know what you want to do, be consistent. Motivating yourself, I think that when you're starting a business, you definitely have to stay motivated. So, you know, just being positive, being nice to yourself, being kind to yourself, because starting a business is not easy. And it's not just, oh, let me go post this, I got my Instagram and everything is peaches and cream. Starting a business is a lot. Starting a business is the toughest thing that I feel like you can do, but it is the most rewarding. So I feel like, you know, just knowing what you want to do and being driven enough to see it through no matter what. Because you're going to go through difficult things, and you have to have the strength to be able to be like, but I'm going to overcome this because I want my business to get to this part, or I want my business to get to this point. Like, you have to be able to have that mindset going in of, you know, I'm going to do whatever it takes to get my business to where I want to be. And yeah, staying motivated, you know, finding you things that keep you motivated, whether it's posts, whether it's influencers, whether it's social media, whatever field it is, maybe watching like YouTubers and things like that. And like I said, just being kind to yourself. Like, for me, when I started nails, my girlfriend was like my biggest support system. So I would like send her stuff and she would like respond, and, you know, just kind of gas me up a little bit. But also like doing that for yourself, we're like, okay, I did this set better than this set. I don't know what you want to come into, so I can't really say like, you know, specifically, but you get the general idea of just, you know, being kind to yourself, and knowing that as long as there's progress, you're fine. So that is the advice I would give to that. Y'all got some really good questions, like, period. Okay. So this person said, I love you and your girl's mindset/hustle. How long did it take you to get to that place, and how? So I feel like the mindset and the hustle that we both have, I feel like that has always been in us. I feel like we always had that. But as far as like growth and like, you know, evolution of like our mind and how we like view things, I feel like that definitely comes with like experiences and like things you go through in life, and just educating yourself with like certain things. But as far as like the mindset and the hustle, I feel like none of that has really changed. I feel like we already had that like hustle mentality, like we want this, like we already, when we were like together, we already had like goals and like things that we wanted to do. And you know, we always talked about like stuff we wanted to do together, and we just really put the work behind it. Like we're both really hardworking. So I think like with that, I can't really give you much, and I'm sorry for that, but we really just naturally, like we have videos from like 2016, like just saying like this is what we're about to do, and you know, just staying patient until our time came and we really jumped into it and did it. But I definitely feel like the mindset and the hustle was already there. So yeah, I don't really know how to answer that one. Self-doubt and confidence. This is a really, really good one. So self-doubt and confidence. The advice that I would give to that is that when you are doubting yourself, journaling is a really big thing that I feel like is really important. I feel like, you know, just writing down how you feel at the moment is important, because that can help you work through those emotions. Some things that I like to do personally when I am like doubting myself or I'm not as confident. One, I like to listen to motivating music, or I like to listen to empowering music that makes me feel like a bad bitch. So I'll put on, you know, like some mulattoes, like Nicki Minaj. I listen to like that type of hardcore, like, you know, just I'm that girl. Like there's nothing you can tell me about me. Music does it for me. Music that just makes you feel sexy, not even just them, like it just makes you feel sexy, that just makes you feel beautiful. Music is an escape for me. It might not be for everybody, but that's something that, you know, I use to help me sometimes through that. I like to go back and look at pictures, and I like to look at, you know, like old videos of myself, like, girl, you cute, like, okay, you know, and like post it, you know, just to, you know, work out those feelings with yourself when you're in a spot like that. So those type of things help me. What else? Like self-doubt. See, that is like the biggest thing for me, because sometimes I do doubt myself. But I think the greatest thing to help you with that is to like look back on like certain things that you've done that you were like doubtful of, and be like, but I did this and I did it and this was the outcome. You know what I'm saying? Like using past experience or using other things to like as a stepping stone to get, you know, get you forward or get you through certain stuff. Because I look back a lot and be like, girl, you was scared as hell when you did that, but you did it. So, you know, you can do it. You can do it again. Like, you know, and just having those moments like that. I mean, we all have our moments. I like to get cute. On my period a lot, I am really less confident. So what I started to do was, because my period tries to attack my mental, so what I started to do was I'll feel like shit because that's how my period makes me feel, and I have really, really bad periods. So what I'll do is I'll get cute. I'll do my hair, I'll put on something cute, I'm gonna take some pictures, I'm gonna be in the mirror. And the more you start to do that, the less you start to feel, you know, insecure or, you know, less confident, because you're like, I'm cute. Also, just being in the mirror and just telling yourself positive things, like, you know, I'm beautiful, I look good, I love everything about me, I love this, I love that. Like just being in the mirror and just embracing who you are and just telling yourself positive things. People don't really understand the power in that, but I definitely think that it's powerful and it definitely works. So those are just a couple of things that I like to do when I'm feeling you know, less confident or I'm doubting myself. So aspiring to become a part of the entrepreneur industry, I would just say, you know, prepare yourself. I would just say, you know, come in with a realistic idea of what it is. I feel like a lot of people think the entrepreneur industry is just oops and giggles and I'm just making money and I'm just doing this, when in reality it is the most difficult thing to do, but it is very rewarding, because people don't really understand, like when you are an entrepreneur, you versus working for a job, like being an entrepreneur, you put on everybody's hat. So when you're working a job, it's like, okay, I'm just going to work and I'm clocking in, but I don't really got to give a fuck, because I don't got to worry about if clients coming in here or if customers coming in here. I don't got to give a fuck if, you know, I really don't. Like, I can act like I do, but I don't have to do things to make these people want to come in this store and buy X, Y, and Z and stay here and keep coming back. And you know, I don't really have to do that. I just have to come in and do my job and go home. And then after that, I'm just done. When you are an entrepreneur, you never are off. You are never off. When you go into work, you're working, but then when you get off work, you have to figure out how to promote yourself. You got to figure out how to keep your income steady. You got to figure out how to keep these clients coming in. You got to figure out how to keep these sales going, whatever business or whatever part of, you know, the industry you're going to be in. You have to figure out how to market yourself to where people want to come in and, you know, shop with you or work with you. You have to always be thinking. You never get a break. When people are complaining, they are complaining to you. You have to deal with that. You have to be professional. You have to learn how to respond. You have to put on so many hats. So, you know, understand that it is a lot, but it's definitely rewarding. And you know, if it's something that you really want to do, don't let anything discourage you or stop you. I'll just say come in, like I said prior, like come in with a plan and come in knowing what you want to do, how you want to be, and come in with your ducks in a row. I think a lot of people don't come in with their ducks in a row when they have business or coming into the entrepreneur industry, and they, you know, they go through a lot, and sometimes you have to. Sometimes you can't have everything figured out. You can't have all your ducks in a row, but I think to your best ability, like with policies and things like that, like try to have all of those things on your end. Just, you know, just try to have those things up to par so that you don't have to deal with a lot of, you know, the stuff that entrepreneurs have to go through. But at the end of the day, it's still going to be a learning game. There's still going to be things that you go through. But I definitely just say, you know, come in with a plan and come in with what you want to do, and it definitely can grow, and it definitely will be successful when you come in that way. Okay, y'all, so this one is pretty long. I'm gonna read it, and I think this is gonna be the last one because I don't want these videos to be super long. I think the advice segments, I'm only gonna do a couple like every video, and then I'm gonna have like keep having you guys submit things, and then I just want it to be a couple. Like I pick a couple every time. I don't want to do all of them every time. So if you submitted some this time and it didn't get, you know, if I didn't answer it, go submit it on my story the next time so that I can answer it. But yeah, so the last one, she sent a message. So she said, family, what advice would you give on behalf of a broken immediate family? Mother, sister, yeah, I'm sorry, the way that she put it, I have to, mother, sister, brother whose intentions are below, what you stand for, being pure, genuine, wholeheartedly a good-spirited person who uplifts, encourages, motivates, loves unconditional. You've never crossed, turned your back on them ever, only poured into them love and light. Basically, you're the realist. Wrong is wrong, right is right, and just wanted everything reciprocated as it should be as family. You finally reached a point where no matter much of a good person, how much of a good person you are, they're destroying you. Your peace, happiness, but you love them so much, they mean the world to you, so it's hard to let go, but it's what's best nonetheless. It now leaves you feeling lonely. You miss them and don't want things to be this way, but you are worth the glue. You know letting go is what's best / healthy. Would you try and make amends again after several failed attempts because of their ego, who they are as people, or continuing coping with your way of life, protecting your peace, happiness, and health? What I will say is that if it interferes with my peace and my happiness, I don't want it. And I think that, you know, I had to learn that myself, because I felt like, you know, I'm a very understanding person, so I could see past people's flaws, or, you know, how they are in certain situations, or how they are in general. So I would just give people passes and passes and passes and passes, and each time I would give them a pass, I was destroying myself each time. Because when you are allowing somebody to get away with something, and it's hurting you, at the end of the day, you are just destroying yourself at the end, and they don't care because they know you're gonna just be like, she gonna get over it, or it's okay, like she gonna forgive me. She came because I'm her brother, I'm her sister, I'm her mother. I don't care who you are. I can love you from afar, and if that causes me to be lonely because we have a really close relationship, then I'm gonna have to just learn how to deal with that, because I don't want to deal with what being in a relationship, you know what I'm saying, being in a relationship or being around you does for me. Your peace and your mental and your everything is way more important, and people need to understand that you are way more important, and you have the right to decide whether you want these people to be around you or not, period. No matter what, no matter who. So I would say personally, my advice would be to keep your peace. Keep your peace. Do not allow people to do that, because at the end of the day, it's going to be the same cycle, and you're just going to become so miserable because you're going to keep dealing with the same thing, because that person is not going to change, because they are not looking inward and they don't want to change. At the end of the day, they don't want to change. So you're going to just be miserable because it's going to be the same cycle every time, and you're going to be hurt every time. So I would say keep your peace. Love them from afar. You know, you can love people from afar, but keep your peace. That is most important. Do not let nobody take that from you. Do not let nobody steal your joy. Do not let nobody steal what makes you, what matters the most to you. Do not let nobody take that from you because they can't get their act together. That's not okay. That's not okay. And then you already tried like several failed attempts, like that's my thing too. Like I'll try. But when is it gonna be like, why, when you realize like, damn, what am I getting out of this though? Like I keep trying to, each time I get my feelings hurt, I'm okay. Like I'm cool, because no, I'm not about to keep going through that. Protect your peace, happiness, and health. I think that's the biggest thing that you can do. Because some people just don't get it, and some people will never get it, and you cannot make people get it. So I definitely say protect your peace, and at all costs, because that is the most important, and nobody can give you that back. Once it's destroyed, it's destroyed. You gotta go. Now you gotta go put in the work to get yourself back to a point where somebody took you to. That's not fair. Why do I gotta go put in all this work to get myself back at peace and to get myself back happy because you wanted to just come in my life and just be clowning? That ain't right. So I definitely say protect your peace and happiness at all costs. Like I said, love it from a distance. And then too, with the loneliness, you eventually get over it. Like people feel like you can't get over people that are like family, but you definitely can. You definitely can. The more you are on this journey of just focusing on yourself and being at peace and being happy and being in tune with yourself and your business or whatever you got going on, you realize like, damn, I ain't thought about that person in a year. Damn, it's been these months since you know what I'm saying? It's been this long since I talked to this person. So you will be fine. I know in the beginning, I know family has this, it's this weird word where people feel like, oh, that's my family. I can't, that's my family. Yes, you can, because that's just a word at the end of the day. But yes, that wraps up this video. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you are not subscribed to my channel, what are you doing? Because what are you doing? And what are you doing? Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. But yeah, I will see you guys next video. Love you. Bye.
I just wanna show you up.